Mistress Hawn, your disguise was penetrated. Chapter 1, First Meet in the Howe family. Ariel City. High-speed railway station. A woman in white jeans came out with a suitcase. She looked delicate and pretty, with flowing and slightly curly hair under the eyebrows. She has a pair of bright eyes, a tall nose, and cherry lips. Even a plain face made people shine at the moment. Hello. Are you Nora? I am the Howe family's driver. Nora nodded. She casually followed the driver into the car. She was so tired. The car left the high-speed railway station. On the way, the driver couldn't help looking at the woman with her eyes closed through the rearview mirror. This was Asher's fiancee. Who was Asher? The president of the Howe group, who was only 21 years old, was a big boss who was highly effective and clever, and everyone was scared of him. It's ridiculous that Howard made an engagement for Asher with someone many years ago. However, that one turned out to be Nora, who had no background and came from the countryside by high-speed rail. The driver looked at Nora with a simple face and couldn't help sighing. Cinderella wanted to marry into a rich family. It was difficult. At this time, Nora in the back row slowly opened her eyes and looked at the strange city calmly. The car soon arrived in the Howe family, and the driver carried Nora's luggage. As soon as Nora entered the door, she was stopped. A lady stood at the door. That woman glanced up and down disdainfully at Nora. Lane. Madam. Here we come. Lane, who was the maid of the Howe family, holding a bottle of disinfectant in her hand, sprayed Nora all over her body. Madge said, as well as the shoes and hair. You can't forget anywhere. The pungent smell came to Nora. Nora covered her face with her hands and said in a cold voice, Are you crazy? Hearing this, Madge suddenly became angry. No wonder you came from the countryside. This is so rude. We are worried that you have viruses and bacteria. What if we got sick? Nora would have turned to be angry as usual, but she couldn't do that this time. Then your mouth should also be sprayed with disinfectant. So smelly. After that, Nora walked into the villa directly. Madge was so angry that she pointed to Nora's back that Lynn hurriedly came forward to comfort her. There was also a woman of the same age as Nora in the room. She looked at Nora with disdainful eyes with the famous brand. Are you my cousin's fiancée, Nora? Looking at Nora's unknown clothes, Ashley shone disdain to her and continued to speak. Gee, Grandpa is old, and his taste is really strange. I heard that you still came by train. We should just buy you a plane ticket. Oh, I see. There should be no airport in your hometown. Nora looked at Ashley like a fool. Were people in this family so arrogant? There was no airport in her family, but her grandpa Charlie had booked a high-speed train to Ariel City for her. No one could realize that Nora took a high-speed train alone. If she wanted to, Charlie can send her a private jet. Nora didn't bother to explain to these people and went upstairs directly. Ashley saw that she was ignored by Nora and followed her angrily. Where is my room? Nora asked the servant behind her. Before the servant could answer, Ashley stepped forward and said, This one. Opening the door of the room, Ashley said, You shouldn't have lived in such a big and nice room yet. But you have to cherish your life in the Howe family. I'm Asher's cousin Ashley. You have to please me even more. You know, one day. Before Ashley finished speaking, Nora went into the room and closed the door, which made Ashley even angrier. Ah, how dare she be so arrogant from the countryside? What's wrong with my grandpa? The servant bowed his head. Miss, this is Master's room. Ashley looked at the door disdainfully. Don't say anything. Cousin hates others touching his things most. Just tell the master that she wanted to live here. After saying that, Ashley smiled evilly. Thanks for listening to the Brava Novel audiobook. Welcome to download the Brava Novel app. Read the novel Mistress Hawn. Your disguise was penetrated online and get the latest updates.